Have you ever had so much wanderlust that you thought, what if I crossed 7 countries in just 7 days? Well, I did. From ancient Mayan pyramids to volcano boarding at breakneck speeds. My Central American sprint was less of a vacation and more of a high-stakes, snack-fueled survival challenge. Think The Amazing Race, but with worse Wi-Fi and way more tacos. Let's dive into this geographically questionable, caffeine-powered roller coaster. Day 1. Mexico, Belize, sun, sand, and ancient secrets. We start where every great story begins. Eating tacos in Mexico. The Yucatan Peninsula is like an ancient playground, dotted with ruins that make you wonder how anyone without Google Maps built anything at all. After a quick beach day on the Riviera Maya, where the water's so blue it looks photoshopped, we cross into Belize. Immediately, the vibe shifts. It's slow, it's chill, and yes, even the iguanas are moving at 0.5x speed. Belize is home to the second largest barrier reef in the world after Australia's, which means snorkeling here is a full-contact sport with colorful fish and occasional mild panic when you mistake seaweed for a jellyfish. Inland, we head to Zunam Tunich, where a hand-cranked ferry, yes, really, pulls you across the Mopen River to the site. From atop El Castillo, you can actually see Guatemala, and you might feel like a Mayan king surveying your domain before tripping over your own feet coming down. Day 2. Belize, Guatemala. Lakeside serenity and jungle mysteries. From Belize, we enter Guatemala, where things get both mystical and Instagrammable. First stop, Lake Atitlan, a jaw-dropping volcanic lake, so pretty you'll wonder why Disney hasn't set a movie here yet. Surrounded by volcanoes and tiny villages, it's the ultimate wish-you-were-here postcard moment. Each village around the lake has its own character. San Juan is artsy, San Pedro is for backpackers who forgot what day it is, and Santiago is rich in Mayan traditions. Then we plunge deeper into the jungle to meet Tikal, one of the greatest cities of the ancient Maya. Towering stone temples peek through dense jumbled mist, and if you squint, or if it's really early, you might spot howler monkeys howling like a death metal band in the trees. Tikal was once so powerful it ran entire trade routes across Mesoamerica. Today, it mainly runs tourists into shape because climbing Temple 4 is no joke. Those stairs are cardio. The view. Day 3. Guatemala, Honduras. Ruins and world charms. 3 countries in, and my sneakers are holding on by sheer willpower. Honduras welcomes us with the Copan ruins, known for having the most detailed Mayan sculptures anywhere. Unlike other massive cities like Tikal, Copan feels cozy, like an archaeological village where every rock seems to be whispering ancient gossip. Nearby, the charming town of Copan Ruinas greets us with cobblestone streets and colorful houses. You can hop on a horse. Yes, horseback tours are still the thing here, and ride through farmlands, past Mekah sanctuaries, and into tiny villages, where even a smile gets you invited for a homemade tamala. Don't be surprised if you leave here humming along to marimba music you didn't even know you knew. Day 4. Honduras, El Salvador. Coffee, crafts, and volcanoes. El Salvador may be Central America's smallest country, but trust me, it crams a ridiculous amount of beauty into every square kilometer. We cruise along the Ruta de las Flores, a scenic route peppered with towns like Juaywa and Itaco that look like someone spilled a paint box over the hills. Coffee plantations are everywhere, and you better believe I fueled half my day on locally grown espresso so fresh it could walk itself to my mouth. Fancy an adrenaline boost. Ziplining over endless coffee fields turns a casual caffeine fix into an aerial adventure. Bonus. The smell of roasting beans at the local farms will haunt your dreams in the best way. In town markets, you'll find hand-woven hammocks and pupusas, stuffed tortillas, that practically redefine the word comfort food. Day 5. El Salvador, Nicaragua. Colonial splendor and volcanic thrills. Crossing into Nicaragua, we land in Leon, a hop of revolution, religion, and rooftops that could fry an egg at noon. Known as the intellectual and political heart of Nicaragua, Leon pulses with history murals honoring Sandinista heroes cover the walls like open-air textbooks. In between exploring the UNESCO-listed Leon, you'll dodge weaving tuk-tuks and art students sketching in every shady corner. For the ultimate adrenaline fix, we head to Cerro Negro, an active volcano that's essentially Mother Nature's version of a slip and slide. After a 45-minute sweaty climb up loose gravel, your quads will write a letter of complaint. You don a stylish orange jumpsuit, Strap a board to your behind and zoom downhill at speeds that would make your insurance agent weep. Cerro Negro is the only place on Earth where you can volcano board, which makes it both niche and slightly insane, like bungee jumping but dustier. Day 6, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, rainforests and wildlife wonders. After realizing volcanic ash is now a permanent part of our souls, we trek south to Costa Rica, a country where over 25% of the land is protected rainforest. Google Maps basically stops bothering once you get Monteverde one wrong turn, and you might accidentally discover a new frog species. Monteverde's cloud forest feels like stepping into a fantasy novel. Mist coils around towering strangler fig trees, and the air is thick with the calls of exotic birds, like the iridescent resplendent quetzal, the Beyoncé of birds. If you are feeling courageous, you can zipline across the jungle at hair-whipping speeds, or brave the iconic hanging bridges, which sway alarmingly with every step, but reward you with views straight out of a Nat Geo documentary. Wildlife spotting here is basically mandatory. Three-toed sloths hanging like limp plush toys, kogays rummaging for snacks, and howler monkeys starting mosh pits in the trees. Every inch of this place is alive, buzzing, croaking, screeching, and somehow it's still more peaceful than your last office meeting. Day 7. Costa Rica, Panama, canal crossings and cultural insights. We cross into Panama, where it's time to swap misty mountains for urban marvels. First stop, the Miraflores Locks, a critical piece of the Panama Canal that shuffles cargo ships with the grace of a grandmother rearranging her china cabinet. The Panama Canal saves ships about 8,000 nautical miles of travel around South America, because who actually wants to sail around Cape Horn? In Panama City, old meets new with an undeniable swagger. Casco Viejo, the city's historic quarter, is a pastel dream of cobbled streets, Spanish colonial mansions, boutique cafes, and rooftop bars, serving mojitos so good you'll forget your own name. Nearby, futuristic skyscrapers tower over the Pacific coastline, making it look like someone dropped Miami and Dubai into a blender and hit Fiesta. As night falls and the salsa music spills into the air, we raise our glasses to surviving thriving through 7 days, 7 countries, and approximately 700 life-changing street food experiences. Salud, adventurer. Why this crazy journey actually works. This crazy journey works because it offers non-stop action. Crossing 7 countries keeps you way too busy and sunburnt to even think about checking work emails or feeling guilty for ignoring them. It delivers a wild cultural overload, shifting daily from ancient Mayan temples hidden deep in the jungle to bustling modern cities dripping in history and street food. Nature also shows off big time. Volcanoes, beaches, rainforests, lakes. It's like Mother Nature threw all her best hits into one glorious blender. And let's be honest, the bragging rights are unbeatable, saying, "I crossed 7 borders in 7 days." Sounds a lot cooler than sheepishly admitting you binge-watched yet another Netflix series while eating chips in your pajamas. And that's a wrap on my 7-day, 7-border, caffeine-fueled sprint across Central America. If you enjoyed this crazy ride, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe. Drop a comment below and tell me, which country would you spend more time in if you had the chance? Or would you dare to cross 7 borders in 7 days too? Thanks for tagging along, and until next time, stay adventurous, stay curious, and maybe, just maybe, pack an extra pair of socks.